Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're going on a bit of a digital archaeological dig. We're examining the modern infrastructure of the prestigious Science magazine platform, and we're going to treat this 2026 interface like a fascinating digital artifact, a real snapshot of exactly how we organize, how we gatekeep, and how we distribute humanity's absolute most cutting-edge knowledge. It's basically a journey right into the architecture of information itself. Okay, let's dive into this. Right off the bat, this quote from the site's advertising section really sets the stage for us. It says, "Listen as science staff delve into scientific discoveries and policy with researchers and writers from around the globe." So right away, it's clear this isn't just some simple blog, right? It's a highly coordinated, massive global enterprise dedicated to bringing together literally the sharpest minds on the planet to hash out policy and discovery. And, to support that kind of massive global ambition, you absolutely need incredible scale. When we start looking at the navigation structure of the American Association for the Advancement of Science platform, the AASS, we really start to see how it categorizes its vast scientific archives. I mean, it's not just one magazine, it is an entire publishing empire designed to capture every single possible nuance of modern scientific inquiry. To manage all that sheer volume of research, the site fragments into these highly specific subjournals. So beyond the flagship science publication, the ecosystem just rapidly splinters out into science advances, science immunology, science robotics, science signaling, science translational medicine, and all the various science partner journals. Wow, right? It beautifully illustrates just the immense, specialized volume of modern inquiry that's housed within this one single digital entity. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how the platform tracks user interest. Right on the search interface, it broadcasts its trending terms. And these keywords aren't just simple navigation aids. They actually act as a real-time window into humanity's current anxieties, our hopes, and our most profound curiosities. Let's break those trending terms down a bit. On one hand, we see these deep, visceral, biological concerns: Ebola, aging, cancer, basically the fragility of the human body. But then, contrast that with the utter bleeding edge of technological capability on the other side: quantum mechanics and artificial intelligence. Just these 5 simple search terms create this incredibly compelling mini-narrative about where our collective human focus currently lies, perfectly balancing our health and our mortality against these absolute technological frontiers. But what actually happens when you try to access this knowledge? So imagine you're a user. You're fascinated by artificial intelligence, or maybe you're desperately searching for the latest research on aging. You click the link, super eager to step into this grand global forum of discovery. And then, bam, we hit the central conflict of our digital dig: a sudden, jarring halt. You are met with this: cookie absent. This website requires cookies to function properly. Please enable cookies in your browser and try again. Think about the incredible irony here for a second. You are trying to access global, world-changing scientific breakthroughs regarding quantum mechanics or life-saving translational medicine, and your journey is entirely stonewalled by a mundane, cold, robotic error message about a missing web browser cookie. So the crucial point is that before absolutely any learning can happen, a strict procedural gatekeeping is enforced. Step 1, enable cookies in your browser. Step 2, try again. The platform literally forces the user into a digital compliance loop. It's just a fascinating reality of our modern internet infrastructure, isn't it? The greatest scientific minds on Earth are standing right behind a door that can only be unlocked by a tiny little piece of tracking data on your computer. Let's move to and see how this builds by looking at what exists beyond those error messages. Assuming we actually get past that digital bouncer and enter the site, the navigation menus reveal that this is far, far more than just written text on a page. It is a massive, incredibly multifaceted digital ecosystem. Just look at how logically this site categorizes its ecosystem to serve vastly different needs. It delivers diverse media formats like videos and podcasts. It creates highly specific portals targeting everyone from peer reviewers all the way to librarians and advertisers. And it even offers custom resources like curated newsletters, collections, and prestigious prizes. It's essentially a beautifully structured matrix designed from the ground up to deliver information exactly how a specific user wants to consume it. And this brilliantly illustrates a much deeper reality. If you scroll all the way down to the footer of the site, you uncover this hidden support network required to keep all of this running. Because, AAS absolutely isn't doing this alone.
The footer proudly lists a whole alphabet soup of official partners: Hinari, Agora, Aware, Chorus, Clocks, Crossref, and Counter. I mean, this represents some truly massive institutional partnerships. It takes a vast, interconnected global footprint to manage, to archive, and to cross-reference this sheer volume of scientific knowledge so that it can be reliably distributed to libraries and researchers all around the world.
And cementing this entire structural analysis is one simple number sitting right beside the copyright symbol at the very bottom of the page: 2026. This really grounds our exploration. Everything we are talking about right now, the trending terms like AI and quantum, the multimedia focus, that extensive subjournal list, it's all a highly specific snapshot in time of modern digital publishing.
Finally, nestled right next to that 2026 copyright, we find the absolute bedrock of the site: the legal and technical foundation. We're talking links to the terms of service, the privacy policy, cookie preferences, and accessibility standards. And this ties us right back to our earlier era message, doesn't it? Because before the science, before the massive global partnerships, before the media and the awards, there is the foundational legal contract between the user and the digital platform. Which leaves us with this final overarching thought. We have mapped out an incredible hub of global knowledge today, tracking everything from Ebola to AI. But what does it really mean for the future of information that our access to humanity's greatest scientific discoveries is ultimately gated by a simple web browser cookie? It's a profound irony about the modern infrastructure of knowledge sharing, and definitely something to think about as you browse the web today.